Oh, I'm feeling so emotional this week. Look at my face. Actually, that is an emotion because the first emotion we're going to discuss this week in college football is acceptance. You have to accept a few things. The law of gravity is Alabama. It wins almost all the time. And even when it doesn't, you're going to need a rocket to beat it. Nobody has a rocket. And Vanderbilt's not a space program. That's why they lost 59-0. Just Wile E. Coyote hitting the ground from a great height in the desert. You're also going to have to accept a few other things. This is what your team is. For instance, Texas, you're learning. You're going to continue to learn. You know what the sound of learning is? It's a child hitting the pavement. It's you cutting your finger in a kitchen. That's learning. It's pain. You're going to have to keep it up. For instance, you play Iowa State this Thursday. Guess what? That could be painful. Ames, don't knock it till you riot. See, the joke is that you're supposed to try it, but you know, when they win, they riot and they burn dumpsters. There's not a lot to do in Iowa, except beat Texas, which happens pretty frequently. But on the positive side, if you're not into acceptance, maybe you could just go ahead and move on to wonder. It's our second emotion this week. I think you should feel wonder watching Saquon Barkley do anything. I'd watch Saquon Barkley play racquetball. I'd watch him play boggle. I'm sure he'd do it with just insane athleticism and an uncanny intelligence about where he is on the field and how he can move in spaces that nobody else could possibly comprehend. I mean, he's one of the people who can actually put his foot an inch from the sideline reliably. Try doing that while walking. He does it at full speed. I think you should feel wonder when you get to watch players like Darius Anderson at running back, or when you get to watch Ed Oliver at defensive tackle for Houston. I mean, I know they lost, okay, but you know, it's not every day that you get to beat Texas Tech, especially in a defensive battle, because you know they're known for defense out in Lubbock. Anyway, definitely appreciate the things you have while you have them. Don't just say, oh man, he was good in college. He's good right now. You should focus on that. Iowa, you got Akram Wadley. Congratulations. He's amazing. Finally, I think the thing that you can have in week 5, after you get all of that necessary cathartic acceptance of what you are and what your team is going to be for this year, I think you can get curious. Week 5 is great for curiosity. USC, they got to go to Pullman. You don't even know where Pullman is, but they have to go there. It's almost in Canada, and they have to play Washington State, a very mean, very dangerous Washington State team, with Sam Darnold apparently pressing and throwing more interceptions than he will ever throw in any other season in his life. Just saving them all up, binging this year, getting them out of the way. Additionally, I think you can get curious about some big teams. Ole Miss comes to Alabama. I don't even know what Ole Miss is this year. They lost to Cal, but they're going to roll into Tuscaloosa. You want to watch a car crash? Let's go watch a car crash, because who knows what's going to happen there. Additionally, let's find out if Georgia's any good. They get to go to Tennessee. Tennessee really only wins or loses games by 1 score. So Georgia, you need 6 points. That's all you need to win this game. Just save it up, get to the end, and apply 6 points. Apparently that's enough to undo Tennessee. And if Tennessee loses, by the way, and Butch Jones tells you fake news, check the box score, because he's prone to telling you fake news when he hears something he doesn't like. He went off on the media this week, you know, but like, it's Wednesday. He'll do that. Oh, and there's so much more. You get Florida State. Florida State plays Wake Forest. Why on earth should I pay attention to a Wake Forest game? Well, they've been beating the dog out of people. Bad teams, sure, but Florida State is winless. Unwin-feated, they don't have a win this year. And there is a legitimate chance that against Wake Forest, of all teams, they won't have a win after this weekend either. Oh, one more, in case you're curious. Clemson goes to Virginia Tech. Clemson really doesn't have much of a passing game. I think Bud Foster, the defensive coordinator of Virginia Tech, might have noticed that. It's going to be a night game at Lane. They're going to play Inner Sandman. Everybody's going to jump up and down. I mean, that's what you want to be curious about, right? See how Clemson does on the road. See how Kelly Bryant evolves as a quarterback. See if they do like a full 15-minute build-up to a bunch of people jumping to like a 20-year-old Metallica song. We have to do something about college football and soundtracks. I mean, the Inner Sandman thing, it's very cool. We got to keep them a little fresher. Got to update. There's people out here still using Zunes. So our 3 emotions this week. We got acceptance, which says that you need to just go ahead and admit that you are what you are in order to be as good as you're going to be, which is probably only this good because life's a bell curve, and you're probably right here. Wonder, appreciating the things that you have in the moment, like Florida's punter. Man, that guy can punt, and that's good, because that's about all that Florida can do. And then curiosity, a real excitement about the future, moving forward, wondering what could happen. For instance, Ohio State's gonna play Rutgers. I mean, that's gonna happen for 4 quarters. Let's see if Rutgers lives. They won't, but they might.